Sorry, I forgot to add one more example to this section. So we talked about expanding, writing one log and expanding it into many logs, but we want to also work in the opposite direction. So this is going to be called combining. So we're going to combine logs now. So let's start with just, again, one basic example. Say if we have log base 5, and maybe here, here's put a 2 in the front with an x, and let's subtract that from log base 5 of y. So we want to figure out how can we combine these all into one log. We want to use those log rules. So let's write a couple of them out again. So remember when we have log base a of x, and there's a number in the front, that number can go inside as a power. So I'm just writing these rules backwards now. So before we had this thing on the left-hand side of the equal sign, but now we're switching it around. So when we have a number in the front, that's just the same thing as putting a power on the inside. So let's do that with this first one. So let's bring this power on the inside. We're going to have log base 5, but this is going to be x squared. Now minus log base 5 of y. Now again, remember we had this other rule, log base a of x minus log base a of y. Whenever we're subtracting two logs, we can write one log symbol and then do the first thing divided by the second thing. So this is the same rule that we wrote on the previous page, but just in reverse order. But that's what we have here. We have two logs subtracting each other. So this is going to be log base 5. We're going to write one log symbol, and we'll do the top thing minus, or sorry, the first thing divided by the second thing. And so now we combined this whole little log equation into one log. All right, let's do one more example. So let's say if we have 2 log base 5 of x minus log base 5 of y plus 3 log base 5 of z squared. Let's combine this all together. So let's start, we always start when we're combining with the numbers in front. So here we have a 2 in front. Let's put that on the inside as a power. So that's going to be log base 5 of x squared. So again, here we have a number in the front, write it inside as a power. Then just, minus log base 5y. This 3, write it on the inside as a power. So we're going to have z squared, and that whole thing is going to be raised to the 3. So again, this inside piece is z squared, and we're bringing this 3 onto the inside as a power. So it's going to be z squared raised to the 3rd power. So now let's take care of these first two things. Here we have a log minus a log. And whenever we have a log minus a log, we can do this division rule. So we're going to write one log symbol, and we'll do this thing divided by that thing, x squared over y. Then we have our plus sign, log base 5, and here we have, so let's simplify this inside, z squared to the 3rd, that's going to be z to the 6th. Whenever we do a power to a power, we multiply those two numbers. Okay, but now it gets us to this section. We have two logs adding. And let's write one more up here. Remember, if we have log base a plus log base a of y, we can write one log symbol and multiply the insides. So when we add two logs together, we can write one log and multiply them. So we have two logs here, they're adding. Okay, let's write one log symbol and multiply the insides. Z squared, x squared, z to the 6 over y. And again, that's the same thing as just writing that. X squared, z to the 6 over y. So we were able to combine this whole piece into one log down here, and so this would be our final answer for this one.